Hola a todos, soy Grego y hoy voy a hacer una comida mexicana. Se llama Huevos Rancheros, which sort of roughly translates to ranch eggs or farm eggs, sort of. Basically, it's a breakfast that the Mexicans usually eat. Don't quote me on that though, because I don't know. And it's generally for desayuno, breakfast. Anyway, this one's going to be the way I like to make it. Grego's Huevos Rancheros. So let me show you what I'm using. Not a lot really, and half the things you don't even need. But I do have some refried beans here. I've got a tin of diced tomatoes. I've got some garlic, some onion, and of course some huevos, or eggs as they're called in certain languages. And just to really spice it up, I'm going to be adding some chilies. And of course I'll be using my favourite condiment, some butter. Now basically all I need to do is cut up a couple of things. The chili, which is optional, and the onion, which you should have because it always tastes good. So, by the magic of YouTube, that's done. Right, let's start cooking. Alright, well I've got myself a deepish sort of saucepan here. This one was actually sent to me by one of my fans, Matt Long. So thank you very much, Matt. Really beautiful frying pan, this one. And I'm not about to touch it because I can see smoke coming off it, and well, I'm not that silly. So I'll add some oil. And I always like to add some butter, of course. Whoa! Ooh, I tell you what, that cast iron can really heat up well. That's why he sent me one of these things to go with it. Good on you, Matty. So we'll start frying this onion. And I'll add some garlic. I'm going to add quite a bit because, man, us Mexicans love our garlic. Now, did you know when you've got a brand new cast iron frying pan that it actually uses more oil for its first, well, quite a few uses? I didn't know that, which is probably why it looks a little bit dry. So, look, better add just a little bit more butter in there to help this along. And one of the optional extras that I like using is a little bit more chili because us Mexicans love our chili. Sí, señor, me gusta mucho. Now, if you want it to taste even better, add some ground cumin, just about a teaspoon. It'll make it taste even more Mexicana. So basically, I just fry that off until it changes colour and gets a nice caramelised colour there. So that's happened. I'll pull it aside. And I've got my refried beans here. I just want to give them just a little warming up on their own. Let those beans hit the bottom of that frying pan and really just warm up and maybe get a little bit crispy as well in the places you want it crispy, which is pretty much all over. That looks like it's warming up nicely. So I've got that can of tomatoes here. Now you might want to add one or two cans depending how juicy you want this meal. So mix all those through. Give it a bit of a taste. You might need some salt and pepper. I know us Mexicans, we love our pepper. And our salt, especially when it's mixed with tequila and lemon. That's actually looking pretty good. It's warmed through nicely. And all we need to do now is crack some huevos in. Oh yeah. You can try making a dent, but hey, sometimes it just doesn't want to do it. So we'll just crack those in. Pray no shell goes in. You can actually even just stick it in a bowl and pour it in then. Then you don't have to worry about the shells. And now we just need to wait for those eggs to cook. What I might do is just put my pizza tray on, use it as a lid, and that'll help it steam up inside and get those eggs cooking even faster. Alright, so now I'm just going to let that simmer away with the lid on a low heat for about 10 minutes, and well, hopefully by that stage the egg whites will be nice and white. But we want to eat it with something. Now you could use toast or bread, but because today I'm Mexican, I'm going to use something totally authentic. Some tortillas or soft wraps, whatever. And these aren't really authentic because they're made with wheat and not corn. Anyway, got to eat with something, right? So I'll grab one of these out. And if you've got somewhere to toast it, well, that's awesome. I got my air fryer, but I just reckon just in the nuker for like 20 seconds. Okay, and how's this going? Oh yeah, looking good. All right. So now I've got my nice warm buns. Let's get one of these out. Now you can just either leave it like that, but I've got some cheese here which is going to make this taste even better, so I'll put some of that on. I've even got some green stuff to sprinkle on top. And there you have it, Grego's Huevos Rancheros, done the Aussie way. Now you could either just eat it like this, or you can fold it up. Like us Mexicans do. Let's go. Holy free holies, that tastes good. And it'll taste even better with bacon. Well, there you go. There's a different sort of dish for you to try. One that's going to be hootin', tootin' and rootin'. So there you go. Get some of Grego's huevos in your mouth. And hey, it'll save you up for the rest of the day. Give you energy for doing those tequila shots. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time I cook something. See you then. Oh yeah, this is Greg's Kitchen, where the